Welcome, beautiful souls. This is your weekly energy forecast from the 5th to the 11th of December. I'm Felicity from Enchanted by Soul. For those who do not know me, I am an intuitive mentor, a psychic, an intuitive tarot reader, and I teach a lot of things about this spiritual stuff, the spiritual world, all of that. Okay, so thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. As always with these messages, take what resonates, believe what does not. But before we get stuck into it, I just want to let you guys know that my full moon workshop is now up for purchase. Okay, this is a pre-recorded workshop for the full moon in Gemini, so you can take it anywhere at any time. Okay, you don't have to take it exactly on the full moon. If you don't want to, you can take it before, on, or even a little after. Okay, that's totally fine as well. Within this, it's a whole hour pre-recorded workshop, okay, that has a whole lot of freaking magic in it. Okay, a lot of magic, a lot of channeled guidance, a lot of channeled messages. Okay, a lot, like over 35 minutes of channeled messages within this workshop. Plus, not to mention, I've got some beautiful channeled journal prompts as well to help you with this full moon. This full moon is beautiful. It's an amazing full moon on like definitely with the, like with the release, but it's a really great full moon for manifesting. Like it's got this real magic energy around it, a very magical full moon. Okay, this is a lot of the messages that I was getting through with it. And I also have a beautiful energy clearing healing session, okay, with Archangel Raphael, who came through in the workshop and wanted to be present for that particular part of the workshop that I did with the energy clearing healing session. So if you want to take part in that, if you want to, or if you want to take the workshop, okay, because again, it is pre-recorded, you can check the description box below, click the link, and it's yours for $11.99, and that's in Australian dollars, okay? A whole hour workshop, okay, for $11.99. That is damn cheap. All right. Okay, it's amazing. It's great, great value. But also, guys, again, too, just quickly before I move into the messages, I only have limited time and spaces left for December for any readings that you want, any personal readings, or if you want to book a business energetics reading as well to have a look into the energetics of your business. So if you're a spiritual entrepreneur, so if you want a personal reading or a business reading and you want it in December, I suggest that you go and book now, okay? Otherwise, I'll be opening back up my books towards the end of January, okay? So that, again, is all below. If you want to buy me a coffee, that's all below as well. Okay, guys, let's get stuck into this, okay? Take a deep breath with me, okay? Be open to receiving the messages that you need that are for your highest good. Remember, it's a general collective. Take what resonates and leave what does not. Okay, I'm being brought to and a specific message that I actually channeled within that full moon workshop, and it's around this full moon. Okay, this full moon is really going to be like, it's going to illuminate, which is very full moon energy, but it's going to illuminate to you what exactly it is that you need to walk away from, that you need to let go of, that you need to like finally like shut the door on, so that you can gain inner peace, so that you can move forward, so that you can let go of the chaos, so that you can let go of the conflict. Okay, this is what's coming through here. It's very this energy of like realizing like, oh my God, like that's what it is that's been holding me back. And it might not be a specific person. It might not be a specific relationship or a situation. It very well could be something within you, okay? A pattern, a certain mindset, like something. There's like something's illuminated. It's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, I get this. I get this. And then there's this energy of like, okay, now it's time to go. Now it's time to go. So this is going to happen this week for a lot of you. On a grand scale, it's what it feels like. Grand scale, okay, grand scale. This is what's going to happen, okay? You're going to be feeling, so in other words, a lot of you are going to be feeling this energy of this illumination, okay? It's like seeing the truth, seeing things for what they really are as well. For a lot of you too, you may have been feeling this like inner conflict for a while of like, am I good enough? Like, can I do this? Am I sure I can really have this relationship I want? Am I sure that I really want, can create the business that I want, the income that I want, like whatever it is, right? There's this like energy of like, am I good enough? Am I good enough to be a parent? Like whatever it is, am I good enough? It's like, that's being the belief or the pattern behind that certain belief system, okay, is going to be illuminated. And then you see it fully for what it is, and then it's shattered and it's gone, and you have this beautiful inner peace that just flows over your body. And then there's this, oh, I'm good enough, because I'm good enough. Guys, of course you are. Okay, of course you're good enough. All right, please know that you're so good enough. You're so worthy. We all are. We all are. And yes, our fears get in the way. Sometimes we go like, yeah, I can do this. No, I can't. Yes, I can. No, I can't. Yes, I can. No, I can't. Right. And we need to just not allow those fears to stop us completely. Right. We need to just keep going through anyway. Okay. And push through, because that's how you get past the fear, is that you push through. Okay. Ooh, there's a lot of energy. A lot of energy. If there's a lot of chaos and conflict around you with people, okay, just walk away from it, right? Whether it's like, especially at this time of the year, it can be a bit like that for some people in regards to family and stuff. It's like rise above, rise above, rise above. Okay. All right. Let's see here. This coming week, please, the 5th to the 11th. This is coming out a day later than normal, guys. Sorry, but we'll leave it ever, right? We'll get it out. 5th to the 11th for those who are watching and resonating. Ooh. Okay, interesting. For some of you, there's this like been this internal battle of like going round and round of, should I fix this? Should I not? Should I stay? Should I go? Should I keep doing the same thing, or should I just move into something new? And put this wherever it fits in your life, okay? This doesn't have to be relationship. This can be business. This can be career. This can be in any area of your life, okay? But it's kind of like being going round and round and round and round and round and round. And some of you, this round and round and round energy is like you stuck on that fucking hamster wheel and you're like, oh my God, how the fuck do I get off? Then it's illuminated this week and like, boom, off you go. Like, bye. Finally off this hamster wheel, right? But there's this energy too as well. It almost feels quite karmic in the sense of like a really long lesson and a really long, even if it feels a little bit heavy, so a really long, heavy lesson. It's like that's coming to the completion. And there's this breaking free from that. Okay, this can just take this if it resonates, right? But it's like there's a breaking free from that. Then when you break free from that, there's this like bubbling beneath the surface of this like new you that's coming out, this new version, this new way of thinking, this new way of doing, this new way of being, which then like propels you forward. Okay, that then propels you forward, that then brings you peace. That then it's like, oh, I broke free from that. And again, this could be breaking free from your own pattern, right? Something within yourself too. For some, this could be definitely breaking free from like a toxic friendship or a toxic relationship, or just finally breaking free of the past around something and being like, oh my God, I'm not chained to it anymore. It's I'm not surprised to see this come up around a full moon, but I'm also really not surprised to see this come up around the last full moon that we have of 2022, right? Like we're closing out this year. Also, if you're experiencing connection where it's kind of like there's been a bit of a fracture in the connection, and there's this, do we like mend it? If you've been going round and round in circles wondering whether to mend it or not, it's just really being like, if I mend this, am I going to get back on that hamster wheel? Or am I going, or if this is mended, is it then going to move into something new, right? It's kind of like you don't want to get back into something and like nothing changes. Like, what's the point? It's like if you get back into something, it's then it moves forward as something new. It has to in order to grow. Otherwise, you're going to get back on that hamster wheel. So that's just coming through there. Okay. I also get this beautiful though, like regeneration energy, this like bubbling beneath the surface. It's like there's been this like through Scorpio and Scorpio season and eclipse season, there's been this like release of a lot of shadow. I know for a lot of us, we had a lot of shadow come up, okay, but there's been this big release of it. And if there's anything left over, that's what's going to be illuminated for you to then completely break and move away from. And then there's what's happening is it's like you're growing new roots. You're growing new roots. It's not even like you're growing new like leaves. It's like you're growing new roots. You're growing new roots. I keep hearing that. You're growing new roots. For some of you, you actually could have moved or you're about to move as well. And it's like you're going to be growing new roots there. Okay. So if you're moving house, congratulations. It feels good, right? But you're growing new roots. If that resonates, please put that below in the comment box. I would love to hear. All right, let's get into the tarot. I'm going to be using the Modern Witch Tarot deck. If you guys are interested in tarot, this is definitely one of the decks that I love and I really enjoy. It's really diverse and I love seeing diverse decks. I have so many tarot decks and I tell you there's not a lot of diversity out there. So it's really, really, really nice when I get like a deck that's got a lot of diversity. Okay. Like my nose is like, I'm sorry. All right. Okay. What's going on this week, please? The 5th, the 11th, those who are watching and resonating. 5 of Pentacles. For some of you, this is like really the time to leave something. This could even just be also the mindset of like being in lack. Okay. And it's like you're finally breaking free of that. But let's keep going. What else, please? The 5th to the 11th this week. 5th to the 11th. Oh. 4 of Cups. It's just, yeah. What else, please? The 5th to the 11th. 5th to the 11th. Ooh. Release with this full moon. Okay. Release with that. Release with it. What's going to happen is you're going to be, okay, the thing is, it's going to be illuminated to you on exactly what it is you've got to do to move forward. And therefore, that brings a sense of completion and then a sense of peace with it. And it couldn't be like you're at peace with the situation. You're at peace with what is. You've just accepted it. And it's okay, I've accepted it. I've come to peace with it now, and I'm just going to move forward. And that like brings you into the new. Okay, let's keep going. One more, please, this week, 5th to the 11th. Strength card. You're going to really know your strength this week. If you don't know it already, you're going to really know your strength. I'm always amazed with myself when I like am going through something or I get hit with something where I'm like, what the? I'm always amazed by my strength just to persevere and just to get through and just to pick myself back up and keep going. Like I'm always amazed, right? So I feel like for a lot of you, there's this like inner strength that you're going to tap into. And I think in an even like stronger version than you ever have before. This is a really interesting week. I just feel like that there just needs to be a closing out. There needs to be a closing out. It's like what has to go has to go. And if you hold on to things that are not for you, you hold on to things that you know are not serving you, and you like resist the letting go of that. You resist letting go of what is wanting and calling to be let go of. What happens is that the universe steps in and creates a tower moment. And everything comes crumbling down. And it is a lot harder to work through and move through a tower moment than it is to make the decision yourself versus the universe stepping in and making it for you. It's so much easier to navigate and work through when you make that decision yourself. Doesn't mean it's not difficult. Doesn't mean it doesn't come with possible pain or possible hurt or possible sadness. It's just a lot easier to navigate versus it just being like the rug pulled from underneath you. Okay. And create that tower moment. So if there are things that need to be let go of, let it go. Let go of what's wanting to leave. Let go on what's being called to be let go of, okay? And you'll know. And again, this doesn't necessarily have to be a specific person or a specific relationship, or, you know, in the form of a situation. This could be like, are you clinging on to a part of your business that you know is calling to die so you can birth something new? Don't resist it. Are you clinging on to a part of yourself that you've gotten really comfortable with, but you're being called to go higher, you're being called for more, but it's coming with fear, so you're clinging to this like old part of you? Let go of it, right? So just have a think about that. I think, you know what? Take my full moon workshop. Take my full moon workshop. All right. What else have we got here? I think too, right? So for some of you too, there could be a real focus on like what's gone wrong, what hasn't worked out, feeling really over it, feeling like, oh God, I'm just like so frustrated, right? I'm so frustrated by this. That's very the Four of Cups energy. Literally her top says over it. She's like, over it. But what's happening is that she's focusing on the three things here that these three cups, which represent the things that have not worked out. They represent things that either haven't worked out, or things that that she's like kind of like, oh, I kind of like missed that opportunity and I didn't get to do that. And the universe is like, pay attention. Pay attention to this new offer. Pay attention to this new door, this new opportunity, this new way of being, this new way of thinking. Pay attention to what's trying to come in. So shift your focus. Okay, shift your focus. This is a great week to focus on what it is you need to let go of, and focus on what it is that you want to bring in. Okay, really, really focus on that. Like, what are your intentions on what it is that you want to create and what it is that you want to bring into your life? And what is it that you know you need to let go of? Okay, this is going to be really important. And you've got that strength. And for some of you, oh my God, I'm hearing it. Sometimes they're like so sassy. And I'm like, I can't say that. And they're like, yes, you can. And I'm like, oh my God. But I just heard that some of y'all have been a little bit melodramatic. Okay. I've been there. Okay, it's all right. But like, geez, sometimes I'll say things and I'm like, I'll pause to be like, how else can I reword that? So it just, so it's not so like, oh my God, really? But they're like, no, that has to be heard. So, you know, a bit melodramatic, right? So we want to like, take a look at that. Take a look at that. Okay, take a look at that. Oh my God. Don't shoot the messenger. All right. But with the everything is fine here, this is really interesting. Okay, so this is in traditional tarot, this is the 10 of Swords. And in this particular deck, there are two of these cards. One is the 10 of Swords and one is the everything is fine. And the everything and I keep both in the deck, right? The everything is fine is like, it's not as bad as what you think it is. Or like, okay, yes, something's had to come to an end, but get yourself back up. You're fine. Like, you're going to create so much peace for yourself. You're going to create new chapters, new opportunities, new ideas, new everything for yourself. Okay. And that's exciting. So come on, get up. Let's go. Get that strength on. You can do this. Like, come on, let's go. Come on. Like, that's the energy that's coming through with this 10. Sorry, with this everything is fine versus the 10 of Swords, where I'd be like, ouch, hard energy. It's not really. It's kind of like sometimes we can make things harder than what they really need to be. Okay. And again, it's nothing to like put yourself down about, or like, you know, like go into that like victim mentality, the victim consciousness. Okay. Which we can all do, right? So there's no judgment here, but this is like, get yourself out of that. Come on now, you are good enough. Come on now, you can do this. Some of you too, it may have been like you've been like left out in the cold, right? With the 5 of Pentacles here, being left out in the cold. You could have been ghosted. You could have been rejected. You're like, in whatever way, this could be in like romantic stuff. This could also be like your idea was rejected, or your offer was rejected, or you launched something, didn't quite turn out the way you wanted to. Go into a sales call and you didn't make the sale. Like, whatever it is, right? Okay. Don't attach this to your self-worth. Don't attach the rejection. Don't attach the feeling of being like, oh my God, I've just been rejected here and I feel like being left out in the cold. Don't attach that to your self-worth. It has nothing to do with your self-worth. Okay, nothing. All right, so don't attach that to your self-worth. That's really important. I am picking up here that there is this message coming through of like, if you're wondering whether you're like going back and forth, around and around, and like trying to make the decision, got some inner like turmoil around it, around like mending something with someone, the guidance that's coming through is just to really use your discernment and to be like, if I mend this, as in mend this to keep this person in my life, is my life going to be peaceful, or is it going to be more chaos and conflict? Am I going to find myself back in this same situation again, whether it's a week from now or 6 months from now? And you need to get really, really honest with yourself with that. And then you need to ask yourself, well, what is it that I really want? Right? At the end of the day, we have free will. We have free will. And then sometimes the universe has got to step in and be like, pull that rug, which is never fun, but it happens. We have the star on the bottom, okay? So this is that beautiful energy of like releasing and letting go, and divine timing and wish fulfillment and dreams coming true and healing, okay? It's a really healing energy. And the star always shows up in a spread for me when there's been some like really tough energy. So you could have been experiencing some tough energy. You could have been experiencing for a while and you're just fucking over it. And you're like, oh my God, like when are things changing for me, right? It's like that energy coming through there. Again, with the star, it's also giving me the energy of what needs to be released, get clear on that, get really, really clear on that, and then focus on what it is that you want. Focus on what it is that you want to create. Focus what it is that you want to call in. Don't focus on what it is that you don't want to call in. Don't focus on what it is that you don't want. Focus on what you do want and what you do want to call in. Okay, that's a message there. All right, I'm going to grab a Moonology and we'll close this out. Okay, so this week, the 5th to the 11th, for those who are watching and resonating. For those who are really, really over it, and you're like, I'm so over it, don't give up, okay? Like you're really, really close to achieving what it is that you desire, okay? All right, message here. Your hard work is paying off. And the hard work can be the hours you put into something, okay? It can be the inner work that you do. It can be more things. It can be everything, okay? Like whatever it is, but it's like whatever you've been working hard towards, and that can again be personal development. It's like your hard work's going to pay off. So you could be in that feeling energy too of like, oh my God, like I've been working so hard on myself. I've been working so hard on my business. I've been trying to do this. I've been doing whatever it is. And it's not happening for me. Like, what the fuck's going on? And that's that 5 of Pentacles energy that we get ourselves into. We get into lack. We get into the 4 of Cups energy of like discontent and boredom. Then the everything is fine energy is like, relax, everything's fine. Get that confidence of that strength card, right? That Leo energy of confidence of like, yes, like I'm good enough. Yes, it's going to work out for me. That's what you need to step into and expect powerful change. Expect things to shift. Expect things to transform. Expect powerful change. Because your hard work is paying off. Okay. It is. Especially around Capricorn season, you're going to notice a shift in Capricorn season. I'm picking up more January Capricorn, okay, but you're going to notice a shift in Capricorn season. But just accessing that like that inner strength, that inner confidence, that like even when I feel like God, can I go any further? Is it going to work out for me? But like that, you have that deep knowing of like I'm not forcing something that is like not meant to be open. I know this is for me. I'm just going through a period of like growth right now, whether it's within whatever it is, and I'm feeling some frustration around that. Push through it, right? And expect that powerful change. Actually expect it. Expect that things can turn around for you. Expect. Right? I just keep hearing it. Expect the powerful change. Especially if you did a lot of hard work around Scorpio and eclipse season, okay? And you're like, okay, well, I did a lot of hard work. Like, where's my reward? It's like, again, it's coming. Okay, it's coming. All right, beautiful souls. Let me know if that resonated. And again, if you want to take my full moon workshop, that is below. I will talk to you guys really soon. Bye.